Here's a look at the newly renovated and newly named Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Fresh set of downs here. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Again with a J. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Let's go!
This is a J. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw here. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
An update from Buffalo. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side, Hopkins. Whoa, still won't go down. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
All right, now, look at this. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, nice move. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
Now it's a Giant. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now out come the Jags. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Here we go.
They run with a Giant. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Side right.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jurrell Casey breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. And now here's a carry heading left. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because they're...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Red zone opportunity. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. And the back goes into motion. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and just 1. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll set up a throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Halfback sent in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Andrew Billings in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Jaguars getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. Boom, land it. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Mario Edwards. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. Ajayi first down and more. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. The shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now back to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Let's round. Come on, let's go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Second down following the run.
Let's go. Grand 38.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Play action. They'll throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Miami, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.